Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Ria Varsami and I'm a shamanic astrologer. Today we will be talking about the upcoming new moon in Capricorn that is happening on the 30th or the 31st of December depending on your time zone. So this is the last new moon of 2024 and it's funny enough it's happening 1 or 2 days again depending on your time zone before the beginning of the new year 2025. So every time we have a new moon is always a beginning of a new cycle. This particular new cycle now that it started with Capricorn has a lot of retrograde energy because we're still with Mars being in retrograde, and also it's happening just before this time of the year where everybody is feeling this new beginning. So what is most about this new cycle is about breaking a lot of our inner structure and let's say creating some new programs, some new patterns for ourselves to navigate in this upcoming year. So it's very interesting one. And if you are familiar with the tarot, it's represented very well, this energy, with the card of the tower. So before I continue analyzing with details everything for you, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can support my work and I can continue making these videos for you guys. And also I want to let you know I will be doing the Moon Magic course again, and it's starting on the 26th of February, just 2 days before the new moon in Pisces. So I was thinking of doing it a little bit later in March or April, but when I checked the astrological alignments, I was like, yeah, that will be the time. So literally, I'm starting the course 2 days after Mars ends retrograde, and we will be working for 3 months together, and we will work with a Venus retrograde period, Mercury retrograde period, the eclipse season. That's an interesting one, and also the new astrological year that is happening when the Sun enters in Aries on the 21st of March. So if you want to know about this course, you will find down on the description the link. Also, there is an early bird prize to join the course until the 15th of January. And if you are not familiar with this course and you're new to the channel, you never heard about it. So this is a 3-month course that we work with every new moon and every full moon. We work with cosmic meditations and some homework so we can go deeper into ourselves and understand our patterns. And also this course is amazing to reprogram our subconscious mind, especially when we have inner planetary retrograde, as we're going to have in this circle. And the course is with pre-recorded material, is not presential, so you don't have to be on Zoom. So this way everybody from all over the world can join, because it will be impossible to find time for all of you to come at the same time for doing this course. So that also gives you a lot of freedom, and also you can do the course on your own pace. So let's now start analyzing about this new moon. As I said, it's the beginning of a new cycle with the closing of the year. So it's like, oh. So we have to talk a little bit again about Mars retrograde, because Mars retrograde plays an important role also under this new moon, because it does an opposition with Pluto. So Pluto moved into Aquarius, and we talked about it on the 19th of November. So we're still in the first months with Pluto in Aquarius. So when a planet like Pluto, which is the furthest away planet, changes signs, the first months are the very radical months. It's the months with a lot of changes can happen into our life. So Pluto under this new moon does an opposition. If you will see the chart, are opposite with Mars. And Mars has been in retrograde since the 6th of December and is going to be into retrograde until the 24th of February. Now, Mars retrograde is a very important period. In general, when we have inner planets that are closer to the Earth, going in retrograde, like Mercury, Mars, and Venus, that's where we feel the energy the most affecting our life. So now Mars is a planet of action. So our action is very much restricted, it's limited. It's like, it's there also with Pluto. It's like, you have to transform. You have to let go of these old ways of being. You have to go through this phoenix mode, death and rebirth process, right? So Mars in retrograde is teaching us a lot about what is behind, what intentions are behind our actions, how we have been taking actions until now, like reflect on our actions. How did we end up in this point where we're right now? What kind of actions did we take to end up here? And now together with this opposition with Pluto being in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius wants to bring this new era, this new energy. So it's like, that's why I talk a lot about the card of I told you in the beginning of the video about the Tower, right? You have to really allow yourself to deconstruct under this new moon and into this upcoming cycle, right? Because when we start a cycle with a new moon, this energy we will be working for the upcoming month. It's not only for the day of the new moon, it's for the upcoming month. So it's a lot about letting go of this old structure, and it's a lot about letting go about the way we were taking actions in the past. And also Mars being retrograde in Leo, asking us to take responsibility, being the leaders of our own life. Now, Capricorn energy, new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is the masculine archetype in astrology, is connected a lot with work, business, long-term plans, structure, fame, reputation, success, public image, all of these things. And a new moon in Capricorn, it's always a great time to start, let's say, making some long-term plans, start some things when it comes to business, it's creating some structure. But this particular new moon is definitely not a good new moon to start anything new because of Mars being in retrograde. So in general, this whole period until the end of February with Mars being in retrograde is not a good time to take any new actions. It's not like you're gonna stop your life. I keep saying this because I receive a lot of messages after about that. It's more about not starting something completely new from scratch, let's say. So this new moon in Capricorn is a lot about deconstructing ourselves, like letting go of all this old structure we had for ourselves, and also initiating this energy of this new structure we're going to build for ourselves. And also talks a lot about programs, observing and seeing all these programs we have been operating, and this deconstruction has to come a lot with the programs, the patterns we had, the beliefs, all of these things, the subconscious things, right? And this new cycle is like, oh, you have to create a new structure in your life. And the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn. Saturn is the main karmic planet we have in astrology, and Saturn is in Pisces. So Saturn also is also a slow planet, so stays a long time in one energy. So now when it's been activated with this new moon, and Saturn does two disharmonious aspects, let's say, under this new moon, so squares Mercury, squares Jupiter. So Saturn is like, you have to see how you are restricting, how you're limiting yourselves, and all of this you have to reflect back to your actions, because of the actions that you take, you limit yourself, you restrict yourself. So it's a lot about this, and also helping you to understand these karmic patterns, karmic cycles that come together with all this subconscious programming, right, patterns. So you can release it, you can let it go. Now, another important thing we have is are the nodes, the lunar nodes. I want to talk to you a little bit about the lunar nodes. So the lunar nodes do 18-year cycle in total to go through all around the zodiac wheel, right? And they stay 18 months in different axes. So we have been having the North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra now for the last 18 months. Now the lunar nodes are changing axis on the 11th of January. So straight after the new year, the 2025, they're changing axis. So what happens now under this new moon? The North Node is in 1st degrees of Aries. And of course, on the other side, the South Node is in the 1st degrees of Libra. So when the lunar nodes are in the 1st degree or in the last degree, this is very much, let's say, very strong activation for us, because that is also the last degree before they're changing signs and they will be moving into Pisces and Virgo axis. So that can feel a lot of movement, a lot of things happening into our life, because this is when the energy also gets accelerated before it leaves. So the North Node in Aries talks a lot about our karmic destiny, collective karmic destiny. And of course, depending where it's in your chart, it's going to be very different for each of you. But in general, talking about all of us, North Node in Aries is very fire energy. It's a lot about leadership, taking responsibility of our life, independence, going for what we want, following our passion. And also the North Node under this new moon conjuncts Neptune. So it's a lot about connecting with this kind of like what the thing that we cannot really see, what we are avoiding there, what we don't want to see there with Neptune when it comes to our to this collective karmic destiny. What is there? We just like go into this. It's kind of like blurry or foggy, and we cannot see. And also Neptune talks about a higher dream. Is the planet of the dreams. Is the planet of spirituality, of intuition. So also always having guidance, our dreams, our intuition, to align with this collective destiny, and of course to align with our own with our own kind of personal destiny, like connecting with what we really want to do, what is our passion, where this fire energy of Aries is leading us, right? So this is very interesting alignment. I will talk to you more about it in the next video, of course, because this is going to be after the change. But for now, I wanted to mention that. So this is how we're going to start 2025. So we're going to, because the first month literally of the new year of 2025 is going to be with this, under this energy, with the new moon in Capricorn. So it's an amazing time also because I know a lot of you will spend a lot of time with your family. It's very beautiful to observe all these patterns, structures we carry from the family, right? Because when we spend time with them, it's much easier to see them and of course understand and let them go and see how much all these structures, this programming that also comes from the family are affecting our actions, and in the end are affecting how we're living our life, right? So thank you so much for watching. Check down in the description the link for the course. As I said, there is an early bird price until the 15th of January. And I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye for now.